This is Clayton Thomas. Just a guy. We're here in Austin, Texas with Chad Canepa in the Sozo office. And we just met a couple weeks ago for the first time, right?
Correct.
So no prior experience together. We've both been in the same industry I've been in the direct sales industry for 13 years. You've been in the industry how long?
A little over 3 years.
3 years?
Yeah.
You've had some good experience.
Life-changing.
Little success, good success.
Yep.
So you've worked with what kind of products in the past? Different nutritional supplements, juices?
We've pretty much stayed in that category when it comes to the industry as a whole. It's always been health and wellness.
Why?
Because of the impact it has on people. Ultimately, I've got to do something that I'm passionate about. And it's, okay, what people are interested in and how can I help them?
And your wife is a rock star, so we have to give a shout out to Tiffany since she's not here.
Oh, she is absolutely, she's the leading force. Yeah,
Tiffany, you rock.
She's the connector, that's for sure.
So we got to meet a couple weeks ago because of the introduction of we'll just call it the detox drops that Sozo is going to have. And as someone that's newly introduced to it, because this is the fun part, I have a lot of friends that I've worked with for years that have had experience with this stuff.
Right.
But this was new to you guys.
Yes.
You know, you work in the health and wellness industry, but we went over conceptually what we're able to do. Give me an idea of your thought process, your feelings, your opinions over what we went over and where you sit now. And then also, since she's not here, a little bit of Tiffany's opinion and where you guys are from and why it's important.
Oh, wow. You gave us just a little bit, painted a very vague picture, I guess, of what it was that we were looking at. And when it comes to the detox drops, the reason we left here so, fired up was because broad spectrum. It very much hits close to home, very much so. From immediate family to very close friends to people in the community that I've split my time between Texas and Louisiana, but it's in the South. There's a lot of environmental challenges, I should say, and there is a lot of people that leave this earth way too soon due to disease, and there's a lot of things that.
Well, and the National Cancer Institute's published a lot of stuff that 95% of cancer is environmental.
Yes.
And you could say 95%. If you have an argument and you can be right 90% of the time, you usually make the argument.
Right.
So you guys have experienced a lot of that.
Oh, firsthand. From her mother, her father, my grandmother. The list goes on. Multiple people in her family that have lived in the South their entire lives. And so when we look at it, being in the industry for over 3 years and having access to some of the best products in the world, but what good does it do if our bodies can't absorb them? And how many lives can we truly go out there and affect? And so when you introduce this to us, the possibilities are virtually limitless, because who wouldn't want to have access to a product to where the products that you already have access to could do their thing?
So we look at network marketing not just for the access to amazing products that might not have distribution in a manner elsewhere, or they might not be available effectively to where people can find them. People get into network marketing as well for the financial component to actually create some freedom. Right? And you guys have been able to do that. Like you'd mentioned, you've created life-changing income in this industry. You've seen the positive side of it. So you understand how to market a product typically when you have it.
Yeah.
And since you got a little bit of a taste and you take the concept of what we can do, what do you perceive as the marketability? With what you've done and what you've seen, do you feel that there's an opportunity? And based on what you've seen, how do you think it compares to what you've done in the past?
Oh gosh, there is no comparison. There really isn't. Marketability standpoint, there are no limits. There are no boundaries. If somebody is alive and breathing and you'd like to keep it that way for as long as possible, and if you so much as know them, or even if you don't, anybody who has a pulse needs to take a look at what we have. It's going to be industry changing. It's going to absolutely, it's a bold statement, but it's going to change the world.
You just got started with this stuff. You don't know what I know.
I don't
yet.
even know. I don't even know that I've gotten started. But I mean, just a little bit that you've told me. This is a dream shot for anybody in this industry whose main motivation is to change people's lives. Not in every aspect of the game, because that's what this is going to do. It's going to be a game changer, not just for the company and not just for the industry, but beyond.
But for a lot of people and a lot of animals, it's fun.
Yeah.
So that's a good start.